Have you ever sat with your cat purring in your lap and just assumed they must be so happy right now? Purring equals happiness. That feels obvious. But what if everything you believe about that sound is only half the story? What if the purr that melts your heart every single time is actually one of the most complex, misunderstood signals in the entire animal kingdom? Today we count down 10 real reasons your cat purrs, and number 1 will change how you hear it forever. But before we get started, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. Number 10. Not just happiness. Here is the first thing science wants you to know, and it will quietly shift everything. Purring is not a simple signal. It is not your cat's version of a smile. Researchers who study feline behavior have confirmed that cats purr across a wide spectrum of emotional states, including fear, discomfort, confusion, and uncertainty. Your cat may purr while sitting frozen at the vet, heart racing, body rigid with anxiety. They may purr after a painful fall. They may purr when the world around them feels completely out of control. Purring, it turns out, is not a mood. It is a language. And the difference between those two things is everything. But wait until you hear what that language is physically made of, because number 9 will genuinely surprise you. Number 9. The healing frequency. Your cat's purr is not just sound. It is vibration. Specifically, vibrations that fall between 25 and 50 hertz. And here is where it becomes extraordinary. Research has shown that frequencies in precisely this range stimulate bone density, accelerate tissue healing, and reduce inflammation in the body. Your cat did not evolve to be adorable. They evolved to survive. And somewhere deep in that evolutionary process, they developed the biological ability to physically heal themselves through sound alone. When your cat tucks into a quiet corner after an illness and purrs softly into the dark, they are not simply resting. They are activating something ancient and powerful inside their own body. A built-in repair system, humming quietly, always running. Speaking of things that will genuinely shake you, number 8 is one most cat owners never see coming. Number 8. Purring through pain. This one is the hardest for cat owners to sit with, because it means you may have missed it. Your cat purrs when they are in pain, not instead of crying out, while enduring it. If your cat is tucked away somewhere quiet, still, and purring in a low, steady rhythm with no obvious reason, that purr is not a sign of peace. It is a coping mechanism. It is your cat managing something they have no other way to express. This is exactly why so many serious health conditions go undetected in cats for far too long. Because they seemed fine. They were purring. But in those moments, purring is the feline equivalent of gritting your teeth and breathing through it. The purr alone is never the whole story. Never. Number 7. The solicitation purr. Have you ever noticed that your cat seems to have more than one kind of purr? Researchers at the University of Sussex noticed too. They identified something they called the solicitation purr, a specific vocalization cats use almost exclusively when they want something from a human. Embedded inside it is a higher-pitched cry, so subtle most people never consciously detect it, but unmistakably similar to the sound of a human infant. And here is what makes this remarkable. Even people who had never owned a cat in their lives responded to it with a sense of urgency. Your cat did not stumble upon this by accident. They refined it deliberately, across generations, engineered specifically for you. A purr designed to move you, because it has always worked. Number 6. Born this way. Before a kitten can meow, it can purr. Let that land for a moment. Purring is the very first form of communication a cat ever uses. Just days after birth, blind, helpless, and completely dependent, they purr. It tells their mother, "I am here. I am alive. I made it." And their mother purrs back. It is the first conversation cats ever have. The very first exchange of "I love you" in feline history. And here is what matters. That instinct does not disappear when they grow up. It deepens. When your adult cat settles into your lap and begins to purr, they are reaching back to the earliest, safest feeling they have ever known. And they have decided that you are it. You are home. Number 5. Self-soothing signal. Cats do not have therapists, but they do have purring. When the world becomes too loud, too unpredictable, or too overwhelming, a cat will purr to regulate themselves. And it works in a way that is both beautiful and quietly heartbreaking. You will notice it during thunderstorms, during moves to a new home, during long, anxious car rides when they have no idea where they are going. The outside world is chaotic, but the purr creates a rhythm, a low, steady internal anchor that says everything is still okay inside me, even when nothing outside makes sense. It is one of the most privately tender things about cats. Their comfort system is something they carry entirely within themselves. It always has been. Number 4. Wild roots. You might assume purring is something domestic cats invented to charm their way into our homes and our hearts. It is not. Wild cats purr too. Cheetahs, cougars, bobcats, all capable of producing purring sounds, each in their own form. For wild cats, purring during moments of vulnerability, during rest, during injury, during recovery, could theoretically attract predators. And yet evolution kept it. It did not eliminate it. Which tells you something extraordinary. The benefits of purring, the healing, the bonding, the self-regulation, were so powerful, so essential to survival, that natural selection chose to preserve them anyway. Your cat's purr has survived millions of years. It is not a quirk. It is one of the most enduring tools in feline history. Number 3. They're healing you. Here is something no one tells you the day you bring a cat home. You are not just receiving companionship. You are receiving something measurably, scientifically good for your body. Studies have shown that the 25 to 50 Hz range of a cat's purr produces real, documented effects on human health. Lower blood pressure, reduced cortisol levels, decreased risk of cardiovascular disease. One landmark study found that cat owners were 40% less likely to die from a heart attack than those who had never owned one. That cat asleep on your chest right now, purring softly against your sternum, they are not just resting. They are doing something for you, something quiet, something real, and something no supplement has ever fully replicated. Number 2. The hunger purr. Not every purr is emotional. Some are strategic. Research published in the journal Current Biology identified a specific purr cats produce exclusively when they are hungry, subtly but distinctly different from their standard purr, with an embedded urgency that sits just below conscious detection. Cat owners who heard it, even those who could not articulate the difference, consistently rated it as more demanding and significantly harder to ignore. Your cat has effectively figured out how to trigger a low-level sense of urgency in you without making a sound you can tune out or dismiss. They did not read this in a book. They learned it from watching you. From studying, with quiet precision, exactly what makes you move. And they have never forgotten it. Number 1. Pure devotion. Every other reason on this list, the science, the survival, the strategy, leads here. When your cat climbs into your lap at the end of a long, exhausting day and begins to purr, they are not doing it because they have to. They are not doing it out of habit or instinct alone. They are doing it because of you. Because somewhere in their ancient, complicated, endlessly mysterious mind, they have decided that you are safe. That you are the one place in the world where everything stills. The purr in those moments is not a reflex. It is a declaration. It is your cat saying, in the only language they fully trust, I choose to be here. I choose you. And in a world that rarely stays quiet, that steady, soft sound pressed against your skin is one of the most profound things any living creature has ever offered another. Your cat's purr is not a simple sound. It is a language that has survived millions of years, carried through generations, and landed, every single time, right in the center of your chest. Now that you know what it truly means, you will never hear it the same way again. If this video moved you even a little, give it a like and share it with every cat person you know. Subscribe and hit that bell, because there is so much more to discover.